Before starting the series of speeches, I request you all stand in honor of both the United Kingdom and Madagascar's national anthems. Madagascar Association, dear fellow Chevening alumni, members of the association, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, once again, good morning and welcome to the Chevening Space, an event hosted by the Chevening Alumni Madagascar Association to launch the celebration of its 5th anniversary and at the same time the celebration of the 40th anniversary of Chevening. But before starting the ceremony, I would like to share some helpful information with you. First, you have translation earpieces that you can use if you need a Malagasy translation, as the event will be mainly held in English. Second, you have been given badges that give you access to the Chevening Space. Please remember to return them when you leave the event. In case of emergency, please join the nearest exit. Thank you. I'd like to give you a brief overview of today's ceremony. The president of the Chevening Alumni Madagascar Association will give her speech first, then His Majesty's Ambassador to Madagascar and Comoros will deliver his opening address. The two speeches will be followed by the cake cutting ceremony and the official visit of the exhibition space that is happening upstairs. We will close the launch ceremony with some networking around some tea and coffee here. To start, it gives me great pleasure to call upon Mrs. Arlidi Narakut, the president of the Chevening Alumni Madagascar Association, to give her speech with a loud round of applause, please.
His Excellency, distinguished guests, fellow Chevening alumni, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor and a pleasure for me to welcome you to this special event, celebrating the 40th anniversary of Chevening Scholarships and the 5th anniversary of the Chevening Alumni Madagascar. Chevening is the United Kingdom's flagship scholarship program, and it enables the future leaders from all over the world to pursue their academic and professional goals in the UK. And for 40 years now, it has created a diverse and dynamic network of change makers and leaders who share a common vision for a better world. Chevening Alumni Madagascar is one part of it, and we have had many activities as a network throughout the 5 last years. We've organized them around the promotion of social impact, cultural exchange, and development among our members or outside. Today, we are here to celebrate the achievements and contributions of the Chevening as a scholarship, as a network, and also of the Chevening Alumni Madagascar. As well, we want to renew our commitment to the values and principles that unite us as Cheveners. We are also here to express our gratitude to the British government and the British Embassy in Madagascar and all the partners, institutions that have contributed in this program and made it a success. Today is the launch of the celebration, and we entitled it, as you can see here, the Chevening Space. It aims to be a forum for debate and topic-centered connector toward a sustainable trade and investment relationship at the regional level and with the UK. It's a bit of a long description, but we wanted to be a bit ambitious. The celebration will last until the first quarter of 2024 and comprise discussions around the topics of education, gender, conservation, digitalization, trade, investment, and sustainability. And despite our eagerness, we already know the local conjuncture, so we will also try to adapt to that specific context. However, we are already very pleased to share today's time with you. And as we look back on the past 40 years of Chevening and the past 5 years of Chevening Alumni Madagascar, we also look forward to the future with optimism and enthusiasm. We believe that Chevening will continue to be a source of inspiration, empowerment, and transformation for many generations to come. And we believe that Chevening Alumni Madagascar will continue to be a force for good, for change, and for progress in our country and beyond. Thank you for your attention and enjoy.
For giving us a background of what Chevening is and what is expected to happen during this launch event and after this launch event, and what the Alumni Association is going to do in the next coming weeks, months during this celebration year. Now I would like to invite His Excellency, Mr. David Ashley, His Majesty's Ambassador to Madagascar and Comoros, to make his opening statement. The floor is yours, under a massive clapping, please.
Madame, the Secretary, the Chair of the Chevening Alumni Madagascar Association, members of the association, and Cheveningers, ladies and gentlemen, tupalas kovavi. Mr. Chebetsaka and Fanasana Niresaka Nireo Mehe Chanjuan Mameti Otizaku and Nitani Angisi. Thank you very much indeed to the Alumni Association for organising today's event to celebrate its 5th anniversary and to mark the beginning of the celebrations of the 40th anniversary of the Chevening Scholarships. 203 years ago, King Radama signed an agreement with the British representative to send a group of Malagasy youths to the UK to learn and study there and to bring back what they learnt to support the development of Madagascar. And in profound ways, that's what we do today. Things have changed in the meantime. You spend, instead of weeks navigating the high seas to travel on boats to the UK, you spend weeks navigating the internet to find out about the thousands of master's courses that you can study in the UK. But in many ways, the challenges for the Chevening scholars are the same: to adapt to a very different culture, a very different system of education, and a different language, and to take what you learn in the UK, not only in your classes and in your lecture halls, but also in your engagement with British society, with your fellow students and with your fellow Chevening alumni, and bring them back and use all that to contribute to the development of Madagascar. The purpose of the Chevening Scholarships is to find, identify, as we say, the best of the best, to find those people who have the academic brilliance, the linguistic talent, and the leadership potential, so that they can best use a year of full-time study in the UK to return and contribute to their societies. I'm glad to say that we have at least 88 Malagasy who have completed that journey to date in the past 40 years. And I'm delighted that this Chevening Space has been opened up so we can see something about their journeys and not only what they studied in the UK, but more importantly what they did when they came back and how they are using their knowledge to contribute. It's also great that this Chevening Space will be used to invite discussion on many of the pressing issues facing Madagascar. They were listed, but things like education and gender, or conservation, or trade and investment. The Chevening Scholarships form an important part of the friendship between the UK and Madagascar, which goes back at least 200 years. It is part of our support for education, environment, and human development. And it is conspicuous if you go through the excellent booklet which has been produced, the diversity of subjects which alumni have studied. We are looking, yes, if you want to become the next president, probably you should have put your application in a bit earlier, but if you want to become maybe next but one president, or you want to become a minister, or you want to become an ambassador, or you want to become, that's all fine, but you can equally contribute through by becoming a leader in your own field, whether that's in animal health, or environmental sustainability, or manufacturing, or whatever the subject. That is the beauty of Chevening. That's not limited to any one sector, that it embraces the diversity and the complexity of society. So thank you very much indeed for arranging today's event. Thank you in advance to the association for the talks that you're going to, and the discussions you're going to have over the next few months. And more profoundly, thank you both individually and collectively to the alumni for the contribution they're making to Malagasy-British friendship and to the development of Madagascar. I have three things that we still, I think, need to focus on as we look forward. First is encouraging more excellent applicants. The new round of applications, the window closes on the 7th of November, so please encourage people you know who already speak English, who already have excellent academic potentials, already have at least 2 years professional experience, and most importantly have a vision and drive to change society. If you know people of that kind, please encourage them to apply, and as you know, all the information is available online. Secondly, I want to encourage the diversity of applicants. I think we still have, if we're being honest, too many applicants, too many successful applicants coming from Tana. We need to ensure that the alumni is diverse, not only in gender, which I think we've made good progress on, but also in social background and geographical background as well. So let's not just into, we've got good diversity in subjects and disciplines, but let's also ensure we have good diversity in backgrounds. And secondly, we want more. Frankly, we don't. 88 is a good number, but over 40 years, it's not that many. So let's try to get more. The best way we can get more is having what's called Chevening partnerships. So if you know companies or organisations or institutions that be willing to partner with the British government to sponsor additional scholarships, it's not a huge amount, relatively speaking, for the organisation involved, but and they can agree with us about where that scholarship may focus on, so it could focus on a particular subject, for example. That way we can ensure that more Malagasy get that opportunity to study in the UK and can come back to contribute. And the third thing, I apologise, I didn't prepare a speech because I only came back last night from the 2.5 day drive back from Ikungu. Looking at that's obviously a very particularly isolated and poor part of the country. But looking at the education system there, where you have only the kids whose parents could afford to are sitting on benches. Everyone else is just sitting on the floor. They have no textbooks. They have effectively nothing. That is a good indication of how far we need to travel. And that is a challenge, of course, for the government of Madagascar. It's a challenge for us and our fellow development partners. But it's also a challenge for you as Chevening alumni. That we need to make sure that the best of education is not limited to just those who are lucky enough to have that privilege, but is also extended to all. So we have much work to do, but this is today is an opportunity to celebrate what has been achieved in the 5 years of the Alumni Association and in the 40 years of the Chevening Scholarships, and to celebrate the successes of each and every one of you who are Chevening alumni. It is a great honour, I think, to be selected as such. It's a bit like being selected as representing your country in the Olympics. You are selected among 30 million people to be the best, and therefore you represent the hopes and the wishes of your country, and by your actions and your contributions you can do your country proud, and you can also justify the faith and the investment that the British government has put in you as well. So thank you very much indeed for today's exhibition and for the launch of the Chevening Space, and thank you very much for your kind attention. Thank you.
Thank you, His Excellency, the Majesties, and His ring is 88 people, I don't know, 4 to 10 times more in the next 10 years. Yeah, maybe that's a big dream. Yeah, but we can do that if we have the necessary support, and thank you also for your message. It's a lot of responsibility to be a Chevening Alumni Madagascar. And sometimes we are jealous of those who are just starting their journey, because the journey is just extraordinary. And we just have a few people who just came back from the UK here. I don't know if they would be willing to stand up so that we can welcome them back to Madagascar. And congratulations on your achievement. Okay, now is the time we've all been waiting for. We have been waiting for the cake the whole morning. Let's now proceed to the cake cutting ceremony to mark this launch. That was a short one. Yeah. I would have one question for His Excellency the Ambassador.
You can apply as many times as you want before you get the scholarship. Sadly, once you've really got it once, then it's time to let others have that opportunity.
It won't stand a chance.
I remember the process, the application process, and it was exciting, challenging but exciting. Okay, here is the cake. The ambassador and the president of the association.
It feels a pity, right?
It's for Instagram.
Do it together? Okay. Yeah, to the success of the Chevening Alumni Madagascar Association and to the next 40 years of the Chevening Scholarship. Yeah, there are people who are more specialists who do it.
Yes. We didn't get a master in pastries.
Exactly.
This space is more than this launch ceremony, and we have some interesting things happening and showcased upstairs at the exhibition space. So we are going to proceed with the official visit of the exhibition space. So I will ask His Excellency and Mrs. the President to lead the way to the exhibition space.